Hello, this is Road Guy Rider, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to replace the factory chrome engine guard and the factory fairing supports with black. I'm going to do this and show you how easy it is to do this, because it's not that many bolts and it's fairly easy. First thing you want to make sure is if you have any footrest or anything attached to the engine guard, take it off because it's going to get in the way. Second is you're going to take the fairing off to replace the engine guard, the fairing supports. So I'm going to get stuff ready and then I'll start videoing again. Be right back. Now, first thing you're going to do is take the crash bar off. Now you're going to need two tools to take the crash bar off. Engine guard, excuse me. It's not a crash bar, it's an engine guard. The people get really picky about names. What you're going to need first, you're going to need a 1/4 inch Allen. That's for the screw that's up at the top, holding the top on. And you're going to need T45 wrench, because this is a T45. I have a set of Torx T45s, which really comes in handy. You can get T45s and the extensions, things like this. This fits the 3/8 inch drive socket, which makes it really easy. First thing to do is make sure that the Torx is all the way in the hole, because you don't want to strip this out, because believe me, it's a pain to get out. Make sure it's turned the right way. Get it situated solid. And then just turn it. It come off pretty easy. It wasn't really on that hard, but I bet they put Loctite on there to help hold it. Blue Loctite probably. Right? Now I'm not going to take this all the way out yet, and I did put a towel up on my fender. I'm going to get it loose, almost out, because I don't want the entire bar dropping off. See, it's loose. I pulled it out. I can take it out now, but I'm going to put in a couple of threads to hold it in place so that when I take the Allen out, it doesn't just drop. I don't want it to fall out when I want it out. There's a couple of them there. Now I'm going to go to the other side and take the other one out. A lot of people don't realize that there's only basically 3 bolts holding this on. It's really nice. I guess that's why they don't call it an engine guard, because it's a crash bar, because it's not made to crash. It's only made to help, see, it's really loose, help in case of rollovers, things like this. And a crash, I like it on mine because, first of all, it's not going to protect the bike that much. It's going to crash, bend up, probably bend the frame if it's attached, other things like that. It's not really going to protect the engine. All it's going to do is slow it down so you get a chance to get away. Now these are loose, so I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take the Allen out. Let's see if I can get where you see it. The Allen, of course, is right here. I don't know if you can see it that well, but I'm going to take it out. Yeah, okay. It was a little snug in there. There we go. Once I got it broke loose, it's coming right out easy. I've got a towel protecting my fender for just in case, because I don't want anything happening to my fender. And the belt's it's almost out. Now, one thing I'm going to do, I've got to do before I take all these bolts out of the engine guard, is I've got to remove the Allens from, when you see it, these are the supports for the fairing, and they're bolted to the guard. So therefore, I got to take these loose right here. So I'm going to take them loose, and I'm going to take this off right there. Now, this fairing support right here, only way I can get to it is take the fairing off. You have to take this bolt out right here. Now, I forgot to tell you the ones you need this. You need a 5/32 Allen for this right here, and you need a 7/16 inch for this right here. You do those, and you can cut it right off. You see this right here? It's just Allen, really easy to take off, but you can't take your engine guard off unless you at least take these lower fairing supports loose right here, the clamp, because it's clamped to the engine guard. So if you're just replacing your engine guard and not touching your fairing supports, you don't have to take the fairing off, because you can just do this and they come right off, see? And then of course then you take a 7/16 inch wrench, loosen this, and it comes right off. Now as you notice, the only thing it's holding in there, it's in there with a brass insert in the plastic. So you definitely don't want to monster that down. Now see, here is my black engine guard, engine support, or fairing support, and it of course goes in and replaces it. So I take the same nut right here. Make sure you get the right side. Make sure you get the right side, because I got the wrong side. So I gotta get the other one now. Because I picked up the wrong side. So I get the right side, the correct side I should say, to bolt it on with. Because they, you notice, they're bent different. Because this one's bent so that it leans to the inside, and of course from the right side, this is bent to lean from the other side. See, it leans in. So I got the nut in my hand. I put it up here. Now it's got a slot in it to take into account some variation in the engine guard. So loosely set it up there, and I get the I'm going to leave it loose because I still got to take the engine support off, or the engine guard off. So I get up here with the Allen. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah, I got the right one. Okay. Now this is getting ready to come off, and I got all the loose. So I'm going to go ahead and take the bolts out of the bottom on both sides, because the only thing holding on now is the Allen in the center, because I've got both of the fairing supports off. So I come up here with the last of the Allen right here. You notice the whole guard moves. I pull the rest way out. There it is. And it drops right down. And I pull it out carefully, not to scratch anything. And that's it. Now, now that's out. I come over here and I get out my black engine guard. got tape covering it like crazy. I hate this plastic covering. Protect it. Now, if you have a Road King or a Street Glide, you don't have the fairing supports like this, like I do on a Road Glide. So it's just 3 volts and it's gone. There we go. Now, same way it came off. I slide it in. I take the same Allen with the washer. I raise it up. And I'm going to try to get the screws in the bottom first. Well, you got to make sure that the Allen thing goes up under the support. I'm going to try to get the Allen on there, or the lower support on. See where the hole is. Well, I guess I'll try the Allen first, because it seems to be going in better. I get in the hole. You can see I'm doing this for the first time, so I'll lose the washer. There it is up there. I get it in the hole. Get it started. There we are. I got the Allen started now, so I can actually see to get down here and put the engine guards on. The bolts, lower bolts down here. Oh yeah, they line right up that way. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no. See, it wasn't that bad. Now, I'm going to also see about putting these up here. See, I'm not going to tighten them down yet. I'm just going to get them snug so that it helps hold it in place till I tighten it down. One started. Now start the other one. See, they're started. Now I'm going to go to the other side and put the other one in, and I'll be right back. Now, I've got it snug but not tight. Now, I didn't tighten these down yet on either side because I'm going to wait until I put the fairing back on, because this actually moves slightly, and I want to make sure everything's right with this and the fairing. So I'll bolt the fairing back on before I tighten these down. I just snugged this up because, like I said, this is just in brass, and a brass fitting, and I definitely don't want to strip this out. So therefore, that's just up there like that. Now, one thing I did notice, it's on this. Apparently, the inner fairing is the same on everybody. This has got brass fittings here, because I know Harley sells those trim, that painted trim for the, and it's also on the CVO that molds the fairing and comes down, and so apparently this is all the inner fairings have the brass inserts. So if you want to buy those and put it in there, you got the stuff to do that with. So I'm going to go ahead and put the fairing back on, and I'll be right back. Well, now that the fairing's back on, I'm going to go ahead and tighten these up because it's not moving anymore. When I didn't have the fairing on there, it was loose and it was moving. So therefore, I'm going to tighten these down. I'm not going to monster them down because they weren't monstered on there when I took it off. So I'm just going to snug them up so they don't come off, about like they were when I took it off. about the same amount of pressure. Just figuring what it was. So that it's just a support of the fairing itself, because the fairing bracket inside is what holds it. I did it on both sides, and then I got the black guard with the supports on the fairing now. I'll move the towel out of the way, and as you can see, it's got the black, and it makes it look real nice along with the chrome. So, this is Road Glide Rider saying how easy it is to change the engine guard over to black. If you have black on yours, you want to put chrome on, hey, it's just as easy to switch it over to chrome. Some people like chrome, I like chrome, but I like black too. It goes with the black bike, so it shows how easy it is. So all I can say is I'm going to be doing some more. Still got the sequential turn signals to put in. I have the auxiliary input that I'm going to put in. You can use that for things like your the iPad, not iPad, but the iPod, or other things that have the 3.5 millimeter jack, and it plugs in an auxiliary and the radio itself. I'm going to run it out with power for a separate Sirius docking module that I'm putting on handlebars, rather than use the one that costs money and you can't move it. The docking mount I use, I can move my Sirius from the bike to my Jeep to the house to the garage. I don't have it planned now because I don't want a copyright problem with it. But if you like seeing some things I'm doing, like this video, please, because if you like it, then YouTube will see it's worth watching and they'll promote it. If you want to see when I'm going to do some more, subscribe and hit the bell notification to let you know when I'm going to be uploading another video. And share this, because I'm sure there are some friends of yours that want to either swap over to black from chrome, or even some that don't have it, or they bent it, dropped it, and scratched it, and they want to replace it. It shows how easy it is to replace. So please share it, like it, subscribe if you can, and I'll see you guys on the road. Ride safe.